is 19, she is 14, and they are in a relationship that her family clearly disapproves of. She finds out that she is pregnant. She is happy. He is upset and wants the baby gone. Her mother tells him, when this baby is born and we prove paternity, we are reporting you to authorities for having an inappropriate relationship with our underage daughter. And what he does next will blow your mind. Let's take a deep dive into this case right now. Wednesday, my Cajun cuties. Yes, it's me, Anne Marie, aka the Cajun Crime Queen from Carrico, Louisiana. Cajun born, Cajun bred, and when I die, I'll be Cajun dead. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment, and don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, thank you all for joining me on this Wicked Wednesday evening as we discuss another true crime case. How are y'all doing this Wicked Wednesday evening? I hope y'all are all having a great night and a great week so far, and you're ready to hear a true crime story. I hope all of you had an amazing 4th of July. America is 250 years old. How amazing is that? And it was on a Saturday. It was just a great day to have the 4th of July. Oh, I hope y'all spent tons of time with family and friends. Today we are discussing a case that happened back in the summer of 2006. So a little over 20 years ago. And I've been knowing about this case since about 2010 because in 2009, a little documentary came out on teen pregnancy nightmares and I watched it. So this is when I heard about this case, and the girl we're going to be discussing today was in this documentary. And I always wanted to discuss the case with y'all, but it's hard for me because as y'all know, I have daughters. So it's always hard for me to talk about children. Oh, and this story just completely breaks my heart. So if I break down, if I cry, y'all just bear with me. It's just very hard on me. Chelsea Ann Brooks was born October 8th, 1991 in Wichita, Kansas to her parents, Darren and Terry Brooks. She had two sisters, Andrea and Emily. Everyone says that Chelsea was a sweet, loving child who loved her family and friends and loved to play sports. Her family says that she was very mature for her age and extremely responsible. When Chelsea was around 12, 13 years old, she met a 17, 18-year-old man named Elgin Ray Robinson Jr. Now, y'all don't quote me because it's been a while since I've seen the documentary, but I believe Chelsea and Ray met through Ray's little sister. I believe Chelsea and Ray's little sister were friends, and that's how they met. Well, Ray fell hard for Chelsea. But there was a problem. Chelsea was only 12, 13 years old. He was almost 18 years old. And as we all know, that's a problem. That's a no-no. However, they talked on the phone. They were seeing each other. They were head over heels in love with each other. But Chelsea's parents put a stop to that and said, you will not see this boy. He is too old for you. As we all know, teenagers will be rebellious. And Chelsea found any kind of way to see Ray. Things got very complicated in the fall of 2005. 1 month after Chelsea turned 14 years old, she found out that she was pregnant with Ray's baby. Chelsea was happy. He was angry and wanted the baby gone. Chelsea said, there is no way I'm ending my pregnancy, and he was beyond upset. 14-year-old Chelsea told her family and friends that Ray did not want this baby. Why? Because he knew that her parents were going to be pressing charges as soon as the baby was born. They had to prove paternity first, and then they were going to go to the authorities and report him for having relations with their underage daughter. And he knew that. He knew he was going to jail. He didn't want to go to jail. Chelsea told her friends that Ray wanted to make her miscarry the baby some type of way. She told her friends that he wanted to kick her several times as hard as he could in the stomach so she would in fact lose the baby. I'm speechless. What a monster. That's what you want to do to your girlfriend, the person you love, and your unborn daughter? That's what you want to do to them? How heartbreaking is that? How evil can you be to want to kick your girlfriend as hard as you can in her stomach until she loses your baby? Yeah, that's what he told Chelsea. And she said, no, I'm having this baby. Chelsea's mother even said that Chelsea was so responsible that she was already looking into daycares and how much it would be and what kind of job she would need to have. She was getting ready for her baby. She was definitely preparing. In the meantime, Ray Ray was trying to figure out, how can I get rid of this pregnancy? Chelsea was due July 4th, 2006. On June 9th, 2006, less than a month from her due date, Chelsea decided to go to the skating ring with some of her friends. Some of her friends say that she was texting Ray Ray during the night, and Chelsea told her friends, hey, I'm about to leave. I'm going to go see Ray Ray. I believe at first he was supposed to meet her there or something, but don't quote me, I can't remember. But anyway, he decided to get two of his friends to come pick her up, Ted Burnett and Everett Gentry. And they told Chelsea they were picking her up to bring her to where Ray Ray was. She was over the moon excited. She was going to go see her boyfriend. She was about to have her baby in a couple of weeks, and she just wanted to spend some quality time with him. Chelsea gets in the vehicle. She gets in the passenger seat. Sitting behind her is Ted Burnett, and Everett Gentry is in the driver's seat. When they start driving, Ted Burnett takes out a cord, a rope, I don't know what he took out, and pulls it around Chelsea's neck and strangles her to death. Yeah. Chelsea is 14 years old and 9 months pregnant, and she was strangled to death when all she wanted to do was go see her boyfriend. It was said that Everett Gentry turned the music up in the car so that he wouldn't have to hear Chelsea gasping for air. What kind of evil monsters are these people? This is a 14-year-old child who's 9 months pregnant. They then drive to a secluded area. They take Chelsea's body. They put her in a shallow grave. And in her belly is her beautiful daughter, Alexa Lynn. Chelsea's body is found 5 days later. Now, it was said at first people thought that Chelsea Brooks was a runaway. However, her family knew she wasn't a runaway. She was happy. She wanted to have her baby, and she wanted to be with Ray Ray. Now, of course, police knew Ray Ray was involved. There's no way that these two men who were friends with Ray Ray would just do this to Ray Ray's girlfriend. There's no way. He was definitely involved. Everett Gentry and Ted Burnett admitted to the crime. They said that Ray Ray was going to pay them cash for taking the life of Chelsea. It was also said that Ray Ray was going to give Ted Burnett crack cocaine as well. Police knew that Ray Ray was responsible for all of this. However, Ray Ray denied everything. He was like, there was no plan. I never said anything. I never did this. I never did that. Why would I want Chelsea dead? I loved her. Really, dude? Really? Come on now. Everyone knows you did this to Chelsea. All men were found guilty. L.G. Ray Ray Robinson Jr. was found guilty and sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Ted Burnett was also found guilty, sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Everett Gentry, who was a juvenile at the time, I believe he was 17 years old, but don't quote me, but I think he was 17 years old. He received a 25-year sentence. All three men are in prison, and as we all know, they aren't getting out anytime soon. There is no way these three men, well, Everett Gentry is going to get out of prison. Ray Ray and Ted Burnett, they will never get out of prison. How can they do that? How can you take the life of someone, then go throw them in a shallow grave? And she was 9 months pregnant with her daughter. 9 months pregnant. And she just wanted to go see her boyfriend. But Ray Ray wanted this pregnancy to end, and he was going to do it in some kind of way. He was going to go to jail when that baby was born. Now, he is going to spend the rest of his life in jail. And I hope that he thinks about that every single day of his life. Kansas has a new law named the Alexa Law, which was named for Chelsea's unborn child and increased the legal penalties for injuring or harming an unborn child during a violent crime. My final thought, I always give y'all my final thought. In my final thought, why didn't Ray Ray just accept his fate? Why didn't Ray Ray just say to himself, I committed this crime. I was in an inappropriate relationship with an underage girl. I need to just serve my time and move on with my life. Why do you automatically have to say to yourself, you know what? I'm just going to take her life. It's all going to go away. After that, everything's going to go away. Are they not thinking? Are they really not thinking? Just like Taylor Parker, just like Lisa Montgomery. They wanted a baby so bad, so what do? They just go kill somebody and you think you're just going to have a happy life after that? Nobody's going to find out? No. You cannot get away with anything these days. Nothing. I don't know why they always say, well, I'm just gonna end their life. It's just so very sad. Instead of just thinking to themselves, let me just take this charge and move on with my life. No. Now a sweet 14-year-old girl lost her life because of a monster. Because of a monster. Little Alexa Lynn would be turning 20 this year. And Chelsea would be in her late 30s. And a life was cut way too short because a monster wanted to end her life. A person that she loved. I want all of you to remember Chelsea Ann Brooks. My thoughts and prayers are with Chelsea's family. I couldn't imagine having to bury my child and my grandchild all at the same time. That completely breaks my heart. Completely just tears me up to know that all of you had to go through that. Y'all are in my thoughts and prayers daily. I hope after this video that you like, subscribe, and comment. And don't forget to press notification bell so you never miss a video from me, Anne Marie. And as always, stay safe. Always be aware of your surroundings and always know that I'm here for each and every one of you. And as always, thank you all for the love and support. And for you, I am truly grateful. I will see you next time with more Cajun Crime Queen videos. I love each and every one of you. Y'all have an amazing night and amazing week. Bye.